Good afternoon, everybody. It's B Plus here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am on my lunch break. Thought I would stop, take a quick break, play with some of the new toys I have here in the studio, as well as give you guys an update on the ultimate Lecrae bracket. I will give a few minutes for anybody who may be hopping on. Again, a lot of my followers are working the traditional 9 to 5 job, so I'm not expecting a lot of people to be on. But last time you guys surprised me. Who knows? Some people may actually get a chance to pull up. So I'm going to stall a little bit while I go ahead and allow for some people to get in. In the meantime, I'm going to check on a few things here just to kind of see how things are looking. I've had some of these toys in the studio, but I've just never actually, and I learned how to use them and everything, but I never really got them up and running, or I've never actually used them. I never actually used them before, so I want to test out a few things before we go ahead and get started. So if you are watching via Twitter, via Twitch, or YouTube, leave me a comment and let me know how your day's going. Let me know if you are interacting with the bracket over on Twitter as well. So, uh, and it looks like things are working over here, so that is a pleasant surprise. So yeah, let's go ahead and give a quick kind of recap of what exactly is the ultimate Lecrae bracket. So, for those of you guys that don't know, I am a huge Christian hip hop fan. Been a fan of it. I became a fan in 2000, no, 2000 in 1999. I first heard it like in the mid 1990s. Shout out to my big brother V for kind of putting me on, and I've been in love with it for a long time. Of course, my guy Bars and Beats is in the comment section. What's up, man? What's up, man? In a second here, Bars, we're going to be walking through the Lecrae Ultimate Lecrae bracket, and I was just explaining how the bracket just kind of came to be. So I'm also a huge basketball fan, so I decided to do a bracket. I've done plenty of brackets here on the YouTube channel before, but I decided to do another one. The idea that I had for the first bracket did not work out the way I thought it was, so that did not go very well. Shout out to Teo coming back again for like the second time this week. So appreciate you stopping by the channel. So what I decided to do was do a different bracket because I just kind of stumbled upon across my I guess my interweb surfing. So I came across this website that pretty much has every single artist ever that has music on Spotify, and it ranks all their songs. So that's what I came across, and then I ended up kind of filtering it down, Lecrae songs. Then I took out all the songs that he was just featured on that actually wasn't on his project or a single that he released. I filtered that down to the top 64 songs, and then I put them all into a bracket. So that's what I did. That's what we have here. So I didn't make the seating, so don't yell at me. This is based off of Spotify's streaming um, situation. So that's how this thing kind of came together. And I put it all in the bracket. I've been putting it on Twitter, also known as X. I thought about putting it on IG, but like I said last time, I thought about it. I'm not trying to learn nothing new. I'm just not trying to learn nothing new. I got too much stuff going on. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a worker, I'm a volunteer, I'm a brother, I'm a son, I'm a whole bunch of things. I wear a whole lot of different hats, and I just can't do it all. So I'm not going to try to learn something new for this. So and then also just like my largest following is on Twitter. So I just figure I would just do it with those people who are really rocking with me. I do have some things kind of planned that I want to do to kind of tap in with you guys even a little more. So with all that being said, it is about time for us to go ahead and hop into this bracket. Bars getting weak at me. Hey man, I joke with him all the time because I am a bit of a old man. I'm not an old man for real, but I kind of joke that I am, and he kind of keeps me up to speed with all the lingo and like he has here. Of course, I've learned how to read his language, when we chat back and forth on WhatsApp. So shout out to the homie Bars. So with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get ready to get started. And Bars, I don't want to hear it. I know you're already going to be on me because I'm finally using my Stream Deck. So yeah, so I got a little bit of bells and whistles on today. So we will see how all this kind of works out. You can see the behind the scenes there, and I think I got it up and running quite nicely. So this is the Sweet 16. We are going to start in the red bracket. We're going to start in the red bracket. So this is how things shook out. So a quick recap. These are the four that made it out of this section. This is the top half of the red section of the bracket. So we had no real upsets. No upsets in this first one. And I'm really looking forward to this first matchup just because it's like a current classic versus like a classic. So this is like, as people like to say, old Lecrae versus new Lecrae. So and I haven't looked at any of the results. The results came out over on Twitter last night. But I did my best to not look at any of it. So shout out to my guy Bars. He's giving me some hand claps for actually doing something and shouting out the Stream Deck. So yeah, I've had this Stream Deck I've had it for too long to not be using it. So so let's go ahead and what do we need to do? Yeah, we need to go here. So these are the results of the red bracket. And Don't Waste Your Life comes in with a bit of an upset to me. I would consider that an I really don't. I don't consider that an upset just because Don't Waste Your Life, because of when it came out, it kind of feels like it's a low seed because streaming wasn't going on at all when this album came out. And I think I'll Find You came out right as like when streaming was really hitting a peak, especially for Spotify alone, because Spotify was early on when it came to the streaming. And but now Apple Music and Tidal and others have popped up as well. But right in that sweet spot, like 16, 17, I feel like streaming was super not exclusive, but kind of exclusive to Spotify. I could be my vision can't be skewed because I'm a Spotify user. So I'm talking too much. Let's continue on going. So Nothing beat Broke. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'm not mad at that one at all. So that's going to make for an interesting Sweet 16 matchup between Don't Waste Your Life and Nothing. If I had to guess which one I thought was going to win that one, I'm gonna say Don't Waste Your Life. I think Don't Waste Your Life is gonna just because of nostalgia. I just think that I think Don't Waste Your Life will win. And Teo saying that no way that's an upset. Are you referring to Don't Waste Your Life? I think you are. I think you're referring to Don't Waste Your Life just because it feels like that's like just like a classic, and it the other one was an upset. So I feel like that's the one you're talking about, the Don't Waste Your Life over I'll Find You. So yeah, Bars, it's happening. It's happening. We got some upsets. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So now we have some older Lecrae versus some newer Lecrae. So let's see. He said Teo, let's get Teo's comment really quick. Teo says, "Don't waste your life." Got it. We was a kid, but yep, yeah, man. That was maybe I'm older than what I look. So that was like right after college or right at college for me. So let's continue going. We got Background versus Drown. Another, like I said earlier, Lecrae song versus a newer one. Let's go see how things shook out. Wow, I did not see that coming at all. Background drug the floor with Drown. Sheesh. I didn't see a blowout like that. I really didn't see a blowout like that. But right now, old Lecrae is making his presence felt, making his presence felt. So Background again, shout out. Uh Bars is hilarious. He said he was barely a child back when Don't Waste Your Life came out. Barely a child. So he was a toddler. He was a toddler. So yeah, most likely got you. All right. So yeah, Background, that was like the coming out party for C Light. You guys may know him as Andy Mineo. Let's keep going. I already saw it. So I'm Turned wins over the Dat Piff version of Church Clothes. And that piff, I kind of threw that one in there because I just wanted to include it, and I didn't know what the original 7 seed was in this bracket. It was a song I didn't know. I think it was from like some movie that Lecrae was a part of, and I didn't want it in the bracket, so I didn't put it in the bracket. So I'm turned is going to the next round. So we have our 4 songs that are representing the red section. I'm turned 2 seed up against a 6 seed background, and then we have nothing, the 4 seed up against a 9 seed. Don't waste your life. So 1 seed is no more in the there. How do I want to say this? There's 1 seed that is no more, and we're gonna see what the other 1 seeds. I feel like another 1 seed lost in the first round, and definitely for sure, bars background was the track for sure. So let's continue going. We got next up. We have our yellow bracket. I think we have our yellow bracket. Let me go. Let me hop over here and see what they have next year. They have yellow bracket. So all right. So take me as I am narrowly. When I say narrowly, narrowly beats blessings. Man, another 1 seed is gone to a 9 seed. Can't say I saw that coming. Can't say saw that coming. Take me as I am. Again, a classic Lecrae. So we got right now, it looks like classic Lecrae is making runs to the Sweet 16 right now. It's going to be very interesting to see how. I feel like the red and yellow bracket lean heavy on the younger Lecrae. Um, but let's keep going. So right now we have a matchup between Cry for You and What You Mean. I think I just saw that ended up being What You Mean with a solid win here. Fairly solid win. So um, What You Mean goes on to take on Take Me As I Am, and I feel like What You Mean is gonna. I think that one may pull it out. It may pull it out. We'll see though. We'll see though. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Uh Next up we have Good Lord versus Hammer Time. Hammer Time pulls out a very narrow margin of victory, maybe by 1 vote. Hammer Time makes makes the move on to the next round. So let's go ahead and get that. That was the coming out party for 1K Few when that mug dropped. Let's continue on going. We have Welcome to America versus Deep End. I really like Deep End, and it could be I'm a little bit biased because of the podcast. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite podcasts. A lot of podcasts out there. Uh, yeah. Fever is out. Was out super early. So let me go back. Let me go back to kind of reference. Was that in the red bracket? Where was Where was the Fever? Yeah, the Fever. The Fever ran up against Cry for You, which is going to be a tough one to beat. Um, I if I had to choose, I would probably pick. I don't know. Cry for You was a tough song. It was a tough song. So let's get back to where we were at. So we were at talking about Welcome to America and Deep End. I actually like Deep End better. Like I said, probably because of my love for the podcast. So sorry, my brain is buffering. You guys are seeing seeing in real time. My brain is buffering a little bit. So Welcome to America is going up against Hammer Time. That's going to be a tight matchup. I'm not sure who's going to pull that one out. If I had to guess, I would go. Actually, let me go look at the based on how they did the last round. I would say Welcome to America because like the voters. I mean, you guys are voting on this. I'm not the one voting on this, so that's how I have it kind of planning out. So now let's head on over to the green bracket. Now this first one, All I Need Is You versus Go Hard. Again, like 2 songs that are completely different. One's talking about like your relationship with like your partner, with your spouse, and the other one's talking about just going hard for the Lord. Early Lecrae. So this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting. But yeah, that Cry for You is tough. I agree, Teo. It's a tough. It was a tough draw. It was a tough draw for Fever. And yeah, Deep End super tough. And It feels like okay, you guys are agreeing with me. Okay, so America, you said going back here, got you. We'll get your vote up against Hammer Time. That's what I think too. That's what I think too. Let's go ahead and get our green bracket. Give me 1 second. Shout out to Holy Culture Radio. If you're not following me, if you're not following Holy Culture Radio, make sure you do that really soon. 24/7 Christian hip hop music. A lot of great personalities over there, a lot of great people over there as well. So let me go back to my thread, and then I need to get the green. And I'm gonna do this. I forgot to do this last time. That makes it look a lot nicer to kind of blow things up there. That way you guys don't have to squint as much. You don't have to squint as much. Um so yeah, so as I was just saying, go hard versus all I need is you. All I need is you goes down. What do y'all have against one seeds? It's it's funny because no, it actually makes sense. It actually makes sense, and I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of times, the one seeds are the more um, commercial songs. They're the ones that are like more, I guess, generally accepted, and not necessarily Christian hip hop heads always love the commercial songs. They like the ones that are kind of deep album cuts. At least for me, a lot of times my favorite songs are the ones that be deep into the project. They don't be. Look how I'm talking. Hopefully my mom's not watching. They are not. They are not the ones that are like the lead single or like the opening track. That's generally not how. Those generally aren't the songs that I love the most on a project. So maybe that's the reason why all the one C's go down pretty quickly, just because they are a lot of times the more commercial sounding songs. But let's keep going. Go hard and Teo, I agree. I agree. The go hard should make it out. And the thing is like looking at its next matchup, either Wilden or Get Back Right, like it's gonna get to it should at least get to what is it? The Elite Eight, which is this round here. It should easily get there. It should easily get there. But the fans are voting. Um Man, leave me alone, man. DJ Hood Plus came out a little bit. I English is my first and second language. I say that because I be skipping over words. My brain goes faster than what my mouth can speak sometimes. So I don't be finishing sentences or thoughts. And I go back and listen to my own radio show and interviews, and I'm like, why am I like this? But nonetheless, let's keep moving. So next up, we have Get Back Right with a resounding win. And the funny thing is I can tell like when the votes are lower, it's probably because they just don't like either one of the songs and they just don't want to they don't want to choose. So they're just kind of like, I don't really care who wins this one, so I'm just not even gonna vote. So at least that's how I interpret it. That's how I interpret it because I'm the same way. If somebody puts up a poll and I'm not interested in it, I'm just kind of like, they don't need me. They don't need my vote here. I actually just want to see who won, and that's kind of how it goes. So let's go ahead and get back right on to the next round before we head to the bottom side of the green bracket. So let's get it. Oh, Dirty Water versus Say I Want. Anomaly versus Anomaly Violence. And I just have to say it again. I'm mad at y'all for Power. Power won 2 Grammys. You can see the 2 Grammys right here. Both of these Grammys in the back of this are from Lecrae and Power. And but y'all didn't want to vote for it. I got a problem. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that. So now I want Dirty Water to lose because you beat that's how I am in real life. Like if there's a bracket going and somebody beats a team that I want to win, I want you to lose. And I want you to lose by 30 the next game. So I hope that Dirty Water lost. Um, I can be petty sometimes. I can be petty. And that's what you're gonna get right here, right now. Petty plus. I'm gonna beat bars to it. So let's go ahead and see how bad let's go see how bad Dirty Water lost. Let's go. It got blew out just like I wanted. God don't like ugly. He don't like dirty water either. So I'm joking, y'all. I'm joking, y'all. I'm having a little bit of fun. So Say I Won't gets the dub in dramatic fashion. Do it for your power. So now, a good matchup. Ooh, a really good matchup. Jesus Music versus Over the Top. That is That's gonna be tough just because it's hard to beat a classic. Like Jesus music is Jesus music is it's just a classic. It's a classic. I remember quick story time. Played ball at Wofford and one of my homie E Marsh, rest in peace. He passed away in 2009. Teammate of mine, like we did ministry together on campus. Just all around, just great dude, great dude. And he loved the Lord, and like, and I grew up in church. He grew up around church, but he really got locked into church in college. And like, he was so like, when you say unashamed, like he was for real unashamed. And I remember like walking in before a game, and he had went in, and we had like one of those big 6 disc CD changers, and he went ahead and put Lecrae's After the Music Stops in there. It was banging. He had Jesus music on repeat. And the thing was, it's like people came in, teammates came in, was just kind of like, this is actually kind of hard. This is kind of hard. I remember the homie AB and JD were in there, and they were like, this is actually pretty good. And that's back when I really didn't like Lecrae's music at first. Like E Marsh was trying to get me to really enjoy his music, and I was just kind of like, it's okay, it's okay. I was on cross movement back then. But yeah, so it's a quick story time about that. So say I won't do get white. Yeah, doing all that to get my Jesus music. Well, we gotta see if Jesus music won against Over the Top. So that's a great segue for me to bounce back. Okay. Jesus music is mopping the floor with cats. And it's gonna be interesting because they both had resounding wins. But it's just gonna be really hard to beat Jesus music. I think you're right, Teo. I think you are right. All right, well, let's keep going. We are over to our blue bracket. So again, we already had the 1 seed lose here because Gravity, how it was a 16 seed, I will never know. Well, I know it's because of Spotify streaming. And this is my time, got the nod just because of, I believe it was a Spider-Man game. So we already got, so I feel like, yeah, that's all. There's no 1 seeds left. None at all. All right, so Gravity. Gravity up against Outsiders. Outsiders is one of those sneaky good songs off of Anomaly. One of the sneaky good ones. So I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that Gravity is going to go ahead and continue its Cinderella run, but maybe so. Let's keep going. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. Oh, outsiders. I'm a little bit shocked. Won by a couple of votes, just a couple of votes. Outsiders. Said it was a sneaky good song off of Anomaly, and there it is. On to the Elite Eight. On to the Elite Eight. Um, Man, that is a little bit of a shock. So next up, we have Restored versus Spread the Ops. I am guessing that Spread the Ops won. Again, that could be my own bias, but that's what I think. Let's go check it out by the most narrow of margins. Once again, a very very close battle. So we got Spread the Ops going on up against Outsiders. My guess, I think Spread the Ops will get it. I think Spread the Ops will get it, but we shall see. We shall see. All right, next up, we got Tell the World versus Fear. Now this is, for me, this is a tough matchup because Tell the World, that was his collab with Molly Music and Super Fire Song, and Fear is just like, to me, if I had to just do a bracket of just the Anomaly project, like Fear's up there. Fear's up there. So let's just go rip off the band-aid and go see who got the victory. Tell the World. That wasn't as close as I thought it was going to be. Was not as close as I thought it was going to be. All right, so we got Tell the World going on. Shout out to Lecrae and Molly Music on that one. Very dope collab off of the Gravity project. So next up we have Boasting and we have Set Me Free. So I would guess Boasting. I would guess Boasting got the win here, but let's go see. Wow, Set Me Free wins. Set Me Free wins. Okay. Didn't see that one coming. I thought Boasting was going to have that one for sure. Thought I was going to have it for sure. So I am. We have that it. That is it. That is it. So what I'm gonna do is, and somebody was just telling me this over on Twitter. They were telling me like B, you gotta get this into like a like where we can see it all together. I had a good intention to do that. I was gonna do it. I promise you I was, but uh time is something that I don't have a luxury of. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna um try to get at least, I mean, this is the Sweet 16. If I can't get 16 on the sheet and get it out to you guys, matter of fact, I might just take this background right here and just put the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I might be able to put it right here on this graphic that I have right here. I should just do it while you guys are watching just because I have a little bit of time. So you know what? I'm gonna show you guys just how I work behind the scenes. So let me go back and let me just do it while we talk. And if you guys have any questions, they could be random, they could be about Christian hip hop, they could be about anything. I won't promise you that I'm going to answer about anything, but that don't mean you guys can't ask. So feel free while I do this. Can you guys go ahead and drop any questions you guys have? Um, it's been an interesting week for me in general. I'll just kind of talk until I get a question, or if I don't get a question, that's cool too. It's been an interesting week for me. Just been trying to. I do a whole lot of different things. Hold on, what am I doing? Don't waste your life. So, and I'm just sometimes I can put too much on my plate, and I can definitely be too hard on myself, and that's not good. I can definitely do those two things, and I feel like this week I kind of felt that a little bit. I kind of felt myself kind of piling on myself a little bit, being too hard on myself. But some of that, some of that, if I'm being honest, can be warranted. Sometimes I don't take care of the stuff I need to take care of, and I can feel a little bit bogged down. Um, but it's been an odd week for me. But at the same time, I've been off all week, so this is my first day back at work. So I'm just about dug out of my emails, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I see Teo just said, which upcoming album are you most looking forward to? That's interesting because I haven't really been really looking to see what's coming out soon. So that's part of it. Like I don't really know necessarily right now what's coming out. I would say Andy. Like I'm looking forward to seeing what Andy Mineo is going to do this year. I know that he is no longer signed exclusive, like signed, I say exclusively, but not, he's no longer signed to Reach. So he has some more wiggle room to be able um to do his thing. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Andy. It was somebody else I was just thinking about. Um yeah, that's all I got. I got right now all I got is Andy. I'm looking forward to Andy's new project. And it's a little bit harder to talk and do this as I thought it was going to be. But I'm managing. I'm managing. Let me see if I can make this smaller. So maybe I can't do this and talk at the same time. Maybe I bit off more than I can chew. Like I just told y'all, sometimes I can do too much and feel like I can do more than what I really can do, and then I can't. So yes, I agree, Bars. I think his music is gonna be crazy this year. I think it's gonna be crazy. Um Man, why is this not doing what I want to do? It's going a little bit slower than I thought. But yeah, Bar said his music is gonna be dumb. Yes, talking about Andy Musico, Andy Mineo, definitely is gonna be going crazy. Um, Matter of fact, you guys let me know in the chat what if there are any albums that I'm missing, any albums that are gonna be coming out soon that I should be looking out for. Definitely let me know because like while I am a Christian hip hop host and DJ, like I said, I be busy. I be busy, so I don't always have the time to really check out and lean into everything that's going to be coming out. So definitely let me know. Definitely let me know what is going to be coming out that you're looking forward to. I'm doing that is a lot smarter to do it that way. Yep, yep, yep. Anybody else got anything else? Oh, I got a bot. I got a bot in the building. Speaking of podcasts, you check out Propagandist. I watch it. I watch some of his shorts. Yes, I watch some of his shorts. Do I have I listened to all of Hood Politics? I have not. I have not checked out the full thing, but I'm a Propaganda fan. Like Propaganda, like that's the guy. Like I feel like that would be somebody I would love to interview. I would love to talk to Propaganda. Probably more so about like his music more so than the politics. Even though I feel like he does distill everything down in a way to where I'm able to digest it because politics wears me out. It wears me out. And then on top of that, you get Christians who are I understand be informed by all means, do all that. But some people they take it to an unhealthy position to where they are always trying to size you up, always ready to bicker and argue over stuff that I'm like, man, like we have way more in common than we than we don't. But here you are literally look like you ready to fight me, like you ready to put hands on me because of some political things. So, but yeah, I definitely rock with Propaganda. I love I love his situation, what he has going on. So, Bars and Beat says he's looking forward to Kanan Jordan, Indie Tribes. Who Indie Tribe? I'm loving Rob Hale. Like that song is fire. 350 at A3. A3. Also 350 has an album with A3. And then Mike Hale has one with 350. And then DC3. It's a lot of numbers. It's a lot of numbers on the screen. But yeah, all them people are tough. I always say DC3, he reminds me of like he kind of reminds me of like the UK young Jay Monty. Now nobody can kind of get with Jay Monty as it relates to like him being the homophone master, but like I like his cadence and it reminds me of Monty. Um Bars laughing at something I did. Prop has my favorite run of CHH albums. Man, like okay, so what's your favorite Propaganda run? That's interesting because I really love Propaganda as well, and I have mine. Like I have mine, man. Propaganda is tough. I probably listen to Propaganda almost every single week. There's not a week that goes by that I don't listen to Propaganda. Um, Homie is fire. So let me know tell me what your favorite run is, and I'll tell you mine. I'll tell you mine. Was that green? Yeah, it was green. I'm happy I'm doing this now because if I had to do this later, there ain't no way I would do it. I promised it, then I wouldn't have delivered. So, oh. And it's cool because you guys just get to see like how I work. I work in Canva. I do a lot of stuff in Canva. Oh wow, we have two 3-7 matchups. I didn't know that before, or I didn't recognize it. Come on, there we go. They're a little, the sizing of them are a little weird, but you guys get the point. Um, all right. He said from art ambidextrous to crooked, all classics. Okay, okay. So like as far as just like so you gave me is that three? Is that three or four in there? So we got art ambidextrous, excellent, crooked. So I would say excellent, crimson cord, and crooked. So yeah, so basically like your run, like it encloses my run. So I didn't start mine at art ambidextrous just because Odd Thomas is on there as well, and I didn't get as much prop. But like one of my favorite Propaganda songs, "Dig," is on art ambidextrous. So yeah. We on the same time. We on the same time. But like Crimson Cord and Crooked, like Crooked literally like I probably listen to at least that entire album at least once a month. To me, like that album is just an absolute classic. Which one did I put on here? Uh-oh, what's my screen doing? All right, bet. All right, so we got Go Hard. We got Go Hard and group that, and then we have Get Back Right. All right. Man, Teo, man, we like the same, man. Dig, like I refer to that song a lot, even like in my own personal walk. Like I refer to it a lot just because it's like we really and truly do have to dig. Like we can't do surface stuff. And if for those of y'all that have been like following the stuff that I've been doing lately, like I'm really on this kick of calling your own fouls, like calling your own fouls and knowing when you're out of pocket. If you always have to rely on somebody else to let you know when you're out of pocket, then it's just like, yes, we do need community, but at the same time, like guys, girls, men, women, children, babies, we have to be able to be like, okay, like I keep finding myself in the same position, the same predicament over and over and over again. Like what if it's me? Like what if I'm the issue here? And it's like you have to be able to like I would like to hope that we are being self-aware enough to know that like if I keep being in the same position, maybe it's just not everybody around me who's uh holding me down or hating on me or something like that. Like maybe it's me. So that song Dig is one of those first songs that like it really cut me. When I first heard that song, I was just kind of like, dag, like we really got to dig. But at the same time, he does talk about in that song about how we do have to have people around you that are going to be able to let you know when you're kind of acting out of pocket. So, oh, I did that one wrong. Talking and did that one wrong. Outsiders spread the ops. There we go. So yeah, so yeah. Anything else? See my guy bars. I got to get all these things sized right at some point. I gotta get these sized right. Um, anything else? Anything else y'all got on your mind? I got so much stuff I got to do as far as getting some of my shows that I recently had on the Be Positive Music Show kind of pressed and up on YouTube. So I got to do quite a bit of editing. So Teo signing off the Bible study love from England. Oh, shout out to you. Appreciate you guys. You checking in from over the pond. So I appreciate you. Enjoy Bible study and yeah, definitely check back in with me. That's the first. I've never. I mean, I imagined that I have people who watch me. I don't know from other places, but that's the first time ever where I'm like interacting with somebody who's like overseas. So that's pretty dope. And to have that much in common, like Teo's run that they mentioned, around propaganda, like we like the same, like all the way like from Dig being like their ringtone, like that's so I'm just the same way. I'm the same way. I reference that song quite a bit. Um, and I appreciate you guys that are watching this on replay. I'm pretty sure you probably already, if you're still here, then God bless you because I've been literally sitting here uh rambling for the last little bit. So, and I think I have this to a point where I can clean it up, make it all nice and pretty like and get it posted. So Bars, appreciate you being here, man. Always a pleasant um sighting to have you hanging out here with us. Thank you for mentioning those albums that you mentioned. Again, I'm gonna throw them up here on the screen. So this is from Bars and Beats Entertainment. He's looking for the Caden Jordan, Indie Tribe, 350 and A3, they are cousins, I believe. And then A3 has his own project coming out. DJ Michael V and 350 have a project coming out, and DC3 has a project coming out. And if you are new to Christian hip hop, or if you love Christian hip hop, Bars and Beats is somebody that I tap in with a lot as it relates to getting on and figuring out what's up and coming next, because he keeps me up to speed. He keeps me up to speed with all the younger up and coming Christian hip hop artists. So shout out to Bars and Beats Entertainment. He is just a good dude. He reminds me. I think I tell him this all the time too. Like, he reminds me of me when I was younger, but like he has more energy than me. He has more energy than me. So yeah. So this is, oh, okay. He said 350 and Aiden A3 are brothers. Wow, they're actually blood. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope, because that's a lot. That's a lot of talent in one family. So shout out to them. Shout out to them. We're about how many minutes? We're about 40 minutes in. So I have about 20 minutes or 19 minutes left in my lunch break. I am about to heat up this Chipotle, and I am going to get ready to hold on one second. Hold on one second. Got a comment from Jose Morgan. I've been missing the air of Jay. The ladies, yeah, Jay, she was a beast. Oh gosh, she has so many good features. That's actually a great call out. Maybe I can do a video of my favorite Jay features. I still remember her song "Incredible" too. She had Thizzle on that mug. But yeah, that's a good callback. And Mars, definitely a beast, definitely a beast. So thanks for being here, Jose. Um, and definitely tap into the things I have going on over here. I'm digging into my lunchtime, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I'm gonna post the new yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and post these next matchups over on Twitter. I will have that by maybe 5 o'clock today, 5 o'clock Central Time. No, probably in the evening, probably sometime in the evening. I'll have it up. I'll run it for 2 more days. So today's Wednesday, so Friday we will have the results in, and then I'll probably hop on maybe Friday night. No, I won't, because I got a gig. I'm DJing at my church at the young adult event. So I'm DJing there. So maybe if I don't get back and it's too late, I may pop on and go through the bracket then. So, or maybe Saturday morning. Either way, come tap in with me. And then one last side note, I will be having Luke DiMarzio on my channel. And also, first dibs always goes to Holy Culture. So Holy Culture Radio, I have an interview coming up with Luke DiMarzio of his favorite albums to start the year. So January, February, and March. He's going to give you 5 albums from each month. Five albums from three. Can't talk. 5 albums from each month. So I'll be 15 albums. He's going to take over the show. So he's going to pick about 10 songs that are going to play in between from each month as well throughout our conversation. So if you are not tapped in with Holy Culture Radio, make sure that you change that. Hit the QR code that is on the screen. That will take you to download the app. 24/7 Christian hip hop music. It also has literally a ton of different personalities and radio hosts. So tap in with Holy Culture Radio. Make sure you do that. And everything that I do, I give first dibs there. And then things happen later on YouTube. So if you want to hear it first, make sure you hop over to Holy Culture Radio. You're already following me right on. Well, if you're watching this on Twitter, you're following me on Twitter. So you can find me there. That's at DJ_B_plus. And that goes for IG as well. I think I just said that. So and yes, Jose Morgan, Lecrae, and Flame were unstoppable. Well, you said her meaning Jay were, and Lecrae and Flame were unstoppable. So that gives me a nice little thought. That gives me a nice little thought. Maybe I will kind of dig into Jay's discography and pull out some stuff. So, man, that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I am B plus. I'm about to go get on this Chipotle. And until next time, peace in, confusion out, and be positive.